Welcome, Darklings, to Season 3 of the Reign of Blood podcast. I'm Ember, one of your hosts, here to introduce you to the shadowy depths of what hopes to be our most sinister season yet. This season, your unholy trinity of organizers and hosts, Miss Kitten, Radically Dark, and myself, have entirely way too much fun with the Summer of Stabs, our 80s horror-themed series that promises to be both educational and thrilling. Our aim is to explore the macabre beauty that lies in the shadowed, or maybe not so shadowed, spaces of desire. Leading up to Reign of Blood Nightfall, our advanced Halloween extravaganza, we'll be discussing topics such as embodied and informed consent, risk mitigation, and other helpful tips, ensuring that every prick, slice, and puncture is as thought through as it is sensational for you. We'll also continue interviewing sharks enthusiasts from around the world to find out what makes the blood-loving heart tick. And maybe we'll talk Miss K into recording some more horror meditations for us. Join us as we explore the eerie, the edgy, and the exquisitely sharp. This is Reign of Blood, where the macabre meets the magnificent, and the only limit is your imagination, risk profile, and informed consent. Let the Summer of Stabs begin. But first, a content warning. This podcast is not suited for individuals who are not legal adults, are not interested in heavier BDSM practices, who are presently having severe mental or relationship health concerns, or who do not already understand basic BDSM practices regarding consent, ethics, risk mitigation, etc. Topics may include things like mental health issues, social issues, injustice, blood and sharks, of course, medical trauma, medical issues, trauma of various types, and more. Listener discretion is heavily advised.
Hey, amazing sharps humans. Are you having a great summer of stabs? Is your life bloody at the moment? The Reign of Blood team is very excited about our classes and all the stuff that we've got coming up. We hope that you are participating, giving our educators lots of love, and learning from the amazing content that we're providing. We also hope that you've had a look at Patreon page. We're really proud of it and we're really excited to share it with you. So for today's Wednesday horror meditation, I'm going to be talking about how to become a female victim, how to channel that energy. Welcome, beloved participants, to our special meditation session. Today, we'll be exploring the art of channeling your very own 1980s horror movie female victim. Let's find a quiet space, preferably somewhere dimly lit and a little creepy, like an abandoned cabin or your mother's living room. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out as you settle into your fear of impending doom. Now I want you to start by picturing your environment. Imagine you're in a cozy, isolated place, surrounded by friends. Everything feels almost perfect. There's laughter, echoing, until it isn't. Your friends have mysteriously vanished. You realize you're completely alone. Breathe in that terrifying, sweet isolation. Good. That's the spirit. Embrace that feeling of dread. Let your heart race. Feel the anticipation that something spooky could be lurking just around the corner. As you relish this sensation, remember that vital first step: denial. Picture yourself thinking, "Oh, I'm sure it's nothing. as you hear a strange noise behind you. Classic. Take another deep breath, perhaps letting out a nervous giggle. Just enough to acknowledge your impending doom. Now let's look at step 2. The frantic search for weaponry. Imagine you're looking for something to defend yourself. A kitchen knife, a candlestick. No, where did you leave those? As the fear intensifies, picture yourself rummaging through the drawers, finding nothing but old takeout menus and a weird spatula. Exciting, isn't it? Let's take a moment to breathe in and out, focusing on the slight level of panic rising within you, like a pressure cooker about to explode. And now that you're fully immersed in your horror experience, we arrive at step 3. Make an incredibly poor decision. Imagine you hear a strange voice calling you from the basement. Help me!
Help me!
Would you dare to investigate? Fuck yeah, of course you would. Breathe in the bravery of ignorance. Let's take one more breath, allowing yourself to embrace the moment of a questionable judgment. Yes, this is essential in becoming the ultimate 1980s horror movie female. Now for step 4. Friend zone your intuition. Has that little voice in your head been whispering warnings? Fucking ignore it. That voice doesn't know about the fun you could be having. So take another deep breath in. Silence those pesky instincts. Instead, allow yourself to venture deeper into the creeping darkness. Tune into the haunting sounds around you, feeling more and more like the quintessential victim as you step further into uncertainty. As you delve deeper, you'll reach step 5, the shocking revelation. This is where you realize you made a mistake. Picture yourself finding the truth. Maybe the killer's been hiding in the closet the whole time. Breathe in that sudden realization and breathe out machinoids. Ugh, why didn't you think of that before? Allow the comic horror to wash over you, enhancing your victimhood. Finally, we arrive at the last step, exasperated escape. Picture yourself stumbling away from the horror. You're clumsy, you trip over your own feet, and the adrenaline rush has transformed you into a flailing mess. Take one last deep breath in, channeling all the chaotic energy, and exhale as if you're running for your life. It's exhilarating. Congratulations, you successfully channeled your inner 80s horror movie female victim. You've embraced your naivety, you've defied your logic, and you've celebrated the art of making terrible choices. I hope you found it as empowering as I did. Now, as we begin to bring ourselves back from the meditation, remember, you are brave, beautiful, and if this were a movie, you'd probably be the one who survives. Most of the time. Let's be honest, there needs to be a sequel. Let's take a final deep breath together. And with that last jump scare, you may open your eyes. Welcome back to reality. Or you're definitely not in a horror movie. Or are you? We hope you are enjoying our content. We hope we see some more of you in our classes. We hope you have a great Horror Wednesday with lots of love and kitten kisses from my dungeon in Cape Town to you, wherever you are.